Hello, my people. I'm back with another video. This time I bring to y'all drive time football week number 6. We already getting closer of this season to end before we start the playoffs. And it's a 9 season game only. So here I bring to y'all week 6, and I'll tell you how that schedule looking like. We got first right now. We're about to play. Man, this might be the game of the week. The Denver Broncos right now. Uh, they're visiting the LA Chargers. The Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the LA Rams. The Carolina Panthers visiting the Chicago Bears. The Cleveland Browns, look at that. They're visiting the Buffalo Bills right there. I mean, the Bills, wow. I'm just going to pray for the Browns so they won't have to be, if we have to go, to their funeral or something. No, that's a joke. But, the Bills are just going to completely just walk all over them, in that game. And the Cincinnati Bengals, the late game, they're going to go visit those Kansas City Chiefs. So there you go, week 6 here of the NFL Drive Time Football. Y'all can go and check it out. Go into John Turnbull's Powder Blue Sports website, and y'all gonna find all these amazing games. You can go into his PDF files, or you can purchase his games. Like I purchased, his fight card boxing. Just amazing quality and just great games, and it's super fun to play them. And Drive Time Football, of course, and Red Ice Hockey, one of my favorite games of his, and of course fight card boxing. But Drive Time Football, I might say, is number one because this game is just completely addictive, and it's real simple and easy, just rolling off scoring charts, simulating through drives. Uh, so here we go. We have the game of the week. The Denver Broncos, believe it or not, the Denver Broncos right now, they're 3-2. They're sitting one game over 500. They came from blowing out the LA Rams in over there in Denver in their stadium, 54-12. So today we'll see if they have enough to face a real tough team like the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers came from last week blowing out the Cincinnati Bengals. They visit Cincinnati over there, and they put up 49 points to blow them out, 49-20. And so, yeah, so today we have a great game today, ladies and gentlemen, to kick off already, get things started for week number 6. Let's go ahead and get this game started, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here we go. Will the Denver Broncos, let me see what's their streak. So the Denver Broncos, so ever since they came from blowing out the Jaguars 2 weeks ago, like week 4, 48-16, they come here and they get their second straight win in a row. So let's see if they can get their third one. So the LA Chargers, also after that really embarrassing loss to the Buffalo Bills, they are now back on a winning streak. And that huge win over the Bengals last week. So today, let's see what happens. Right, this is going to be a hell of a game. The Denver Broncos 3-2, and the LA Chargers are 4-1. So let's see if the Broncos have enough to come over here in a real tough stadium to play at. Here we go. The Denver Broncos are going to call for the coin toss. They say they call for tails. That would be a 6 is even. So the coin toss is won by the LA Chargers. What they're going to do, even is for kicking and odd is for receiving. Even, so they will kick the ball here in the first half for the Denver Broncos. So the LA Chargers will get the second half kickoff. Let me see. Let me go ahead and put this right here because I forgot. Denver Broncos versus the LA Chargers. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? I know I'm ready. Week 6. Okay, here we go. The first drive. And the Broncos are going to get the kickoff, but they can't return for a touchdown or anything. So the Broncos, let's see. The Broncos are KG, that's Keith Gordon, the coach. And for the LA Chargers is AW, that's Alex Woodyard. This is the guy that won the Stanley Cup, remember, and the Red Ice hockey when he was coaching the Vancouver Canucks. Here we go. Denver Broncos to start the game here. This will be in their offense, and 8-8 will be a punt. Okay. So now they can't get nothing out of that drive, so they're forced to punt. Here we go. Will the LA Chargers have a return for a touchdown? Nope. So here comes the Chargers here in their own home here in California. Here we go. LA Chargers, what they're going to do? Justin Herbert. They let him go. That's going to be an 11 on the defense of the Denver Broncos. Let's see. 11 will be an interception. Oh my God, look at this. And Justin Herbert gets picked off in the very first drive here early in the first quarter. Let me see if the Denver Broncos can return for a touchdown on a pick six. Absolutely. On a roll of 4 or 6. Let's see. And that's a 5. Ooh, they were close in between 4 and 6. So they're not going to be able to return it. Okay, so here we go. The Denver Broncos back in business here. Second drive of the first quarter. What the Broncos are going to do here. The Denver Broncos, that's a 6 on the defense of the LA Chargers. Defense, a 6 will be a red zone. Okay, here we go. So the Denver Broncos, can they score? Get on the board first. And that's going to be a 7 on the defense. 7 will be a TD pass. Bo Nix throwing his first touchdown pass of the game. And let's see, the Broncos, I know they're an automatic field goal, but for me, in my house rules, they have to miss 2 to 11. So if they hit a 12, it's a miss. This will be a 10, so they get the extra point. Is good. All right, so the Denver Broncos, ladies and gentlemen, they're up by a touchdown on the LA Chargers, 7-0. Here we go. The LA Chargers working on their second drive of the first quarter. This will be an 8 on the defense of the Denver Broncos. That's a punt. Oh, man, look at this. So the Denver Broncos defense, man, they're really coming back to life. Because remember that after they got blown out by who? The Buffalo Bills, right? Yeah, after the Bills came blowing them out back in week 2, 48-17. Ever since, the Broncos have kind of settled, well, not really settled down because they came also from getting blown out by the Bears 31-10. But ever since that game, they have really been a different team defensively. They've been really, really explosive and strong. This is a 4 on the defense of the Chargers. Let's see. Defense of 4 will be a punt. Okay. So good job that time by the defense of the Chargers. Here comes LA in their final last third drive here. The LA Chargers, what they're going to do here. Third drive, that's going to be on the offense. That's an 8. No, they just missed it. They had to hit a 7, but that's going to be a punt. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to roll for the extra drives. Here comes the LA Chargers. Will they get the Denver Broncos. Will they get an extra drive? They get 2 6s there. And they don't get it. The LA Chargers, will they have an extra drive? That's 2 4s. Okay, so that's 2 4s. They need 3 more. And nope, they're not going to get it. So that's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Denver Broncos 7, the LA Chargers nothing. We're going to the second quarter. And okay, we're going to start the other drive for the Denver Broncos. Okay, here we go. After the LA Chargers were forced to punt. Here we go. The Denver Broncos, what are they going to do here in their offense? That will be an 8 in their offense. Let's see. The Broncos, an 8 in their offense. Offense 8. No, that's a punt. Oh, man. So they're both kind of slow right now. They're having a slow start here in the first half. Here comes the LA Chargers. What are they going to do in their offense now? Justin Herbert already has thrown an interception. Here we go. And that's going to be a 10 on the defense of the Denver Broncos. A 10 will be on downs. Oh my God, look at this. And that's on downs. They turned the ball over on downs, so that's a turnover. And now, that's the second already turnover for the LA Chargers. So they're right now having a really, really poor start in the first 2 quarters. I don't know what's going on with them. They're kind of sluggish. Here we go. The Denver Broncos in their second drive of the second quarter. That will be a 9 on the defense of the LA Chargers. Defense 9. Interception. Oh my God. Look at this. Now Bo Nix throws an interception. Okay, let's see if they can return it. Yes, they can. On the roll of a 3. Here comes the secondary, or the linebackers. I don't know who picked it off, but man. So that's a great defensive play by the LA Chargers as they're still scoreless right here. I mean, the LA Chargers, they haven't yet scored a point. Here we go. LA Chargers back in offense. That's a 9 in their offense. That's a punt. Oh my God, what's going on with the LA Chargers, man? This team is a team that was averaging nearly 40 points a game, and now they haven't scored a single field goal in nearly 2 quarters. We're getting closer to the first half to end, the halftime. Here we go, Denver Broncos. The final third drive here in the second quarter. That's a 7 on the defense of the Chargers. That's a red zone. Oh man, that's how the Broncos have to attack the LA Chargers in their defense. Rolling pretty low right here. Here we go. Broncos, what are they going to do? That's a 6 on the defense. 6 will be a TD pass. Oh, my God. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Bo Nix, after throwing that interception, he came back. He comes back to throw a second touchdown pass. And he's like, you know what? That interception is not going to really break down my confidence. I'm still going to keep that confidence up there, and I'm going to try to come back and throw at least 4 or 5 touchdown passes against this great LA Chargers defense. Here we go. The extra point is a 10. It's good. And now, ladies and gentlemen, they're up. The Broncos are up on the Chargers 14-0. Here we go. The LA Chargers on the very last third drive of the second quarter. What they're going to do here. And that's going to be an 8 in their offense. Offense 8, that's a punt. Oh my God, they're just having a really bad start right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on. That is just not good right there for them. And now we're going to roll for the extra drives. Let's see if the Broncos can get it. That's 3 threes. Okay, all right, they're getting closer. They need 2 more. For the extra drive, that's 2 5s. They don't get it. LA Chargers, do they get it? That's going to be 2 5s. That'll be, nope, they're not going to get it. So, that's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The Denver Broncos, they're all over the LA Chargers. Well, not by a lot, but by 2 touchdowns. But they are shutting them out. Their defense is playing a hell of a game. And, it's the Denver Broncos 14, LA Chargers nothing. And now we're going into the third quarter. We're going to start the second half. And this time the LA Chargers, since they elected to kick, they are going to receive the kickoff here in the third quarter. Here we go. The LA Chargers, what are they going to do in their first drive on the start of the second half? And this is going to be a 12 on the defense of the Denver Broncos. Let's see. A 12 interception. Oh my God, look at this. Justin Herbert is just having really hell with that defense of the Broncos. The Broncos, they're like, I don't care if y'all and you, Justin, you in your own house, you're not going to throw that ball in the red zone. Absolutely not. So, man, the Denver Broncos, they're just giving hell to Justin Herbert, that defense. Wow. Here we go. The Broncos can return it on a 4 or 6 for a pick 6. No, that's a 9. Okay, so here we go. The Denver Broncos, they're going to start their first drive here in the third quarter after that turnover, that takeaway, picking off Justin Herbert, the quarterback for the LA Chargers. Here we go. The Denver Broncos, that's an 8 in their offense. 8 will be a punt. Oh, my God. But their offense is neither that good. I mean, they just have 14 points. So it's really going to be a low scoring game, I'm pretty sure. Here we go, the LA Chargers. After they force the Denver Broncos to punt. I'm not going to lie to you. Both defenses are playing good. But, of course, who has the most takeaways is the Denver Broncos. They've already forced a third turnover. And the Broncos only have one turnover. And that interception thrown by Bo Nix back in the second quarter. Here we go. The LA Chargers. That's going to be a 5 in their offense. This might be something good for the Chargers. 5, yep, that is. That's a red zone. Finally, they get in the red zone. Oh my God, I'm dropping dice. I'm sorry. Wow. That's already like, what, 20, 25 fumbles already? Yeah, my friend Don, he counting them. Yeah, I hope he gives me a good, accurate number because I don't know. I think it's about already getting close to 50. Here we go. The LA Chargers at 11 in their offensive red zone chart. 11 is a field goal. Oh my God. That is not going to do it right there. And man, come on. The LA Chargers cannot win like that. A field goal? Come on. They got to score touchdowns, not field goals. Here comes the Denver Broncos. In their second drive of the third quarter. That's a 6 on the defense of the Chargers. And that's going to be a red zone. Here comes Denver. Bo Nix driving them up there in the red zone and being in position to either score a touchdown or a field goal. Here we go. Denver Broncos. That's a 7. 7 on the defense. That's a TD pass. Here we go. And Bo Nix, man, he's already thrown his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. Extra point is good, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, now they're up by 18, 21-3. And now we're going to the third final drive of the third quarter for the LA Chargers. As they are down now by as many as 18 points. The Denver Broncos defense is just playing outstanding. Here we go. The LA Chargers, that's going to be a 3 on the defense of the Denver Broncos. A 3 will be a fumble. Oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be unreal. I cannot believe, man, come on. One of the second, if not second, most explosive offenses in the whole drive time football league is just getting completely handled by a great defense of the Denver Broncos. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 turnovers already with just a field goal. I mean, they're not going to win this game like this. Here we go. The Denver Broncos, can they return it? Yes, absolutely. On a 4 or 6 fumble recovery touchdown. That's a 4. Yes, they return it for a touchdown. So that's a defensive fumble recovery in return for a touchdown. Oh my God, for the defense of Denver. Oh my God, look at this. Extra point is good. And now they increase their lead, ladies and gentlemen, to 25. It is now 28-3. Oh my God, they are just completely, they are just, man, I don't know how to say what words. They're just demolishing the LA Chargers into pieces. Here we go. Denver Broncos, they're going to try their extra drive, and they're not going to get it. And the LA Chargers cannot get, they can't roll for an extra drive, because remember what I said in my recent videos. And my rules is that after a team turns the ball over, etc., or a turnover on downs, whatever, fumble or interception, he cannot roll for an extra drive. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. But wait a minute. No. Let me take that back. They can actually roll for an extra drive, because I'd said that if the opponent that caused the turnover, that got the takeaway, if they didn't score, if they didn't score anything, and it's now their possession, they have the ball. Then that team doesn't, they can't roll for extra time. But since they score, so they're giving the ball back to them. Let's see, yeah, they can roll for the extra drive. I'm sorry about that. Let me take that back. That's my correction, my mistake. Here we go. That's 2 fours, and nope, they're not gonna get it. So that's the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. And it is all the Denver Broncos all over the LA Chargers, 28-3. Oh my God, what a total humiliation by the Denver Broncos. They're given to the LA Chargers here in front of their fans in their own stadium. Man, that has to really be embarrassing, and they're being intimidated. I'm telling you right now, the Denver Broncos, they're on a 2-game winning streak, and they're on their way to getting the third one. They continue to play like this, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it pretty far in the playoffs, and they're actually gonna, might give a real great game to the undefeated Buffalo Bills, the best team right now in the league. That's a 10 on the defense of the Broncos. And guess what? Another turnover for the LA Chargers. Oh my God, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at that. That's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turnovers for the LA Chargers offense. They're just playing the worst football of the whole year. Unbelievable. I mean, they played really bad football against the Buffalo Bills, but come on. This right here has to be the worst performance out of all their games, here in the season 2024 NFL Drive Time Football. Here we go. This will be a 3 on their offense for the Broncos. That's a red zone. Oh, man, look at the Broncos. They want to continue to punish this LA Chargers team. What they're going to do in their offense, a 6-6 TD pass. Oh, my God, Bo Nix is on fire. Bo Nix already 4 touchdown passes for the day. And the extra point is good, of course. It is now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 35-3. Man, I gotta tell you, those LA Chargers, they might as well just forfeit the game, man. They're getting embarrassed. They are getting destroyed. Man, I've seen the Bills done it to them once, like one time, remember? A few weeks back, but man, come on. That same story is being repeated again, and probably in the worst way, man. Here we go. The LA Chargers in the second drive. They already know it's over. There's no signs of coming back. A 6 on the defense of the Denver Broncos. That's a punt. Oh, my God. Look at this. Man, this got to be the worst game they ever had. They've had all year, besides the Buffalo Bills game. Blowout loss. Here we go. The Denver Broncos, what are they going to do? They just don't care anymore. The Broncos just don't care. They already have this game locked in. It's a win for them. It's a 6 on the defense of the LA Chargers. 6 will be a red zone, okay? Oh, my God, look at this. The Denver Broncos are just going to continue. They're going to continue to break down into pieces that defense of the LA Chargers. There we go. What they're going to do. That's a 9 in their defense. 9 with TD run. Look at this. Oh, my God. Another touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Extra point. That's going to be, in 11. They almost missed it, but no, they got it. It is now 42-3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. I'm pretty sure the fans are already walking out of the stadium. It's almost halfway empty. There's fans, they's like, man, we just came over here to waste our money on game tickets just to see this team get beaten down. Like oh my God, I don't know how to say the words. I don't want to cuss. Here we go. The LA Chargers, on their last drive, they don't really care anymore. That's a 9 in their offense. Nothing, a punt. Oh my God. Here comes the Denver Broncos. They're like, man, we don't really care no more. Whatever, let's kneel down. Let's see. A 10 in their offense. 10 in their offense. That's a punt. Ooh, nearly interception on the 11, but no, that's a 10. It's a punt, and let's see. And the LA Chargers, let's see. Would they want to go for an extra drive? Let's see. Even is yes, odd is no. And that's odd. They say no. That's it. It's over. We don't want to. We got to go to the locker room. We got to reset. We got to kind of clear out our minds from this really bad loss. That we just and this beating that we just took. Our fans just walked out of with disappointment, with an embarrassment, and they're like, man, let's see if next week they can recover from this really bad loss. That's already the second worst blowout loss they've received this year. One with the Buffalo Bills, and now with the Denver Broncos. Man, come on! I don't understand how. The LA Chargers. This was the second best team coming behind from Buffalo. They were 4-1. Now they dropped to 4-2. The Denver Broncos. Now they go up to 4-2. So man, I gotta tell you, let's see if these two teams they get to meet each other in the playoffs. It'll be fun to watch. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The final score: the Denver Broncos 42, the LA Chargers 3. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total turnovers. 1, 2 interceptions and a fumble and only a field goal. The Denver Broncos, Bo Nix just had, he just had a field day. He had 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown passes and 1 rushing touchdown. And they only had 1 interception. And they recovered a fumble and returned it for a touchdown, for a defensive touchdown. And there you go. That's the game right there in week 6, the first game. And like I said, I'm going to be recording. Let me see if I can record another game of the week. What could it be? I think I want to record. I don't know if I want to record the Jaguars and the Rams. Panthers and Bears, that wouldn't be really a bad game, even though both those teams are just not that great. They're terrible. The Browns and Bills, I mean, I don't really, do you want to see that game? I think I might record that game. Yeah, I will record it probably tomorrow because right now, I got to go to work. So whenever I have time, I'm definitely going to be on that game. And and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. It was a totally mess, for the LA Chargers. They got blown out by the Denver Broncos. That defense of the Broncos was just, man, top notch. So, y'all go ahead and like and share and subscribe and comment. If y'all don't mind, I appreciate it. And like I said, once again, I want to thank all my subscribers and to the new ones too. You know what I mean? Y'all know that it means a lot to me when y'all come by and view my videos and just showing love and support. I really, really thank y'all from the heart. And, and just quick shout outs to Cards and Dice with Don, my other friends, Jackson, Allen, and Brian from Clark Addison Games. He came by. He showed me some love and support. He came and put a real positive comment. When I did my first video for the Alliance Baseball League. Thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate that. And of course, for Jason Graham, John Turnbull, you guys too. Y'all my mentors. And I learned a lot from y'all. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's Drive Time Football, Week 6. And I'll catch you on the next episode, all right? And y'all stay safe and blessed. Peace.